well, that would at least begin to improve confidence that leaking has consequences and that this has to be a country that can keep its secrets safe.
Lord Ricketts, you served as UK National Security Advisor, Ambassador to France. Thank you. 7:27 is the time. Let's come back to the idea of these protesters who decided to try and disrupt Boris Johnson's progress towards Buckingham Palace. Richard Aitch is Director of Operations at Mobius International. They employ ex-government close protection officers and obviously provide security. How do you balance the sense of liberty so that people can enjoy a stroll down the mall, but you don't want them suddenly blocking the highway? Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Nick. Well, in this particular instance, I do believe that the Mall is actually a royal park, so any protesting is illegal.
Yes.
But putting that aside, the actual incident was dealt with in a balanced way. There is an argument, of course, that why did it happen in the first place? Although there's no immediate threat to life from such actions, they do present as an annoyance and a hassle factor to both the principal and the protection team. But also, to some extent, it does damage the image of the Prime Minister, where those on the protection team do try to cross. One could rightly argue that the more uniformed officers could have been deployed to accompany those protesters along the route, and thereby being in a position to quickly react to any annoyance or hassle they caused.
That's my thinking, Mr. H, because although I agree with you, once it had started, I thought the police officers operated incredibly efficiently and did what they had to do at just the right level. But 8, 9, 10, a dozen people wandering around with red T-shirts and a banner. Shouldn't that have been picked up?
It should have been, absolutely. Then again, you can't expect the entire route to be lined with uniformed police officers, and these protesters could have been hidden behind any road and then lurch out at the last minute. But in this particular instance, of course, it appeared from us, from our limited observation, that they're out there in the open, and the uniformed officers should have been worked in tandem and communicated the situation on the ground to those members in the convoy. The uniformed officers really should have got hold of the situation and moved them aside before the convoy even came down.
And lastly, do they drill for this, Mr. H? Will they have worked out that if a convoy, whether it's a senior politician, a member of the royal family, each man or woman knows what to do and a protocol immediately is put in place?
In terms of the protection officers?
Yes, if progress is blocked or barred in some way, does each officer know what they have to do, right? Clear it or move the man away or whatever it might be?
Absolutely. The UK has some of the finest trained protection officers anywhere in the world, and their training is unsurpassed. And they're fully able to deal with these minor incidents.
Richard H, thank you. You're Director of Operations at Mobius International. We do have some great ones, but of course there is that ongoing inquiry into the old lady who was struck in Sheen by. We do need to remember that.